Welcome back to the next episode of the 393 Legacy, a Gorilla podcast. It's week 2. And with me today is Taj Baize, and we're going to get to him in a moment. So hopefully you had a wonderful Labor Day weekend and got a chance to relax and enjoy what they call the unofficial end of summer. And with that means that there's all sorts of activities that take place, because we sort of had a slow start last week with a few activities, and this week it's a mad dash. Trust me, a mad dash. And so it starts with our first home football game for our high school. It's a JV contest at home versus Rural Vista on Monday of this coming week. And then on Tuesday, our girls are home. They're not at home very many times for volleyball, so check them out. They're going to be home 2 times this week. They're actually at home on Tuesday, so make sure you check out our high school girls on volleyball, as well as Saturday is the Invitational. So come out and support them on Tuesday or Saturday. As well on Tuesday, though, our junior high girls will head up just for volleyball only. They're headed to Clay Center. We'll take on Clay Center in Salina South up there. On Thursday, we're back in activities for cross country, headed up to Washington County at their beautiful golf course up there. And so that's a great trail for them to get out and run and compete up there. And then for our junior high, we are over to Little River. So we'll be over at Little River. I think Elyria is going to be there for volleyball as well. So our Little River and Elyria over there. And then what is, I think, one of the coolest things we've started, it'll be our 3rd year, and it'll be our 3rd class that we will induct into the Gorilla Hall of Fame. And so that Friday, we will be welcoming a class of 6 into the Hall of Fame, and we'll talk a little bit more about them at another time. But we hope everybody can come out. We play Wakefield. It's our home opener, and every year the home opener will be the Hall of Fame game. And so year number 3 on the docket, and some wonderful, wonderful people who have the Gorilla spirit and who have contributed leaps and bounds and just had such an impact on who we are as Solomon Gorillas. So it's going to be a great night to celebrate them. But, we're going to lead up to that on Friday. Today, we get the opportunity to visit with Taj. So Taj, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good. We sort of pulled you out of class. We're recording this a little bit earlier than we usually do. And so we sort of caught you on the spur of the moment. But you're a trooper for doing it, so thank you. So, Taj, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell all the listeners who your mom and dad are. And then just anything else you want to talk about.
So, my mom is Alicia Baize. She works here at the school, actually. And then my dad is Derek Baize.
Good. You've covered that first question. Yeah. Good to go. Now, your mom's done a wonderful job, and she's done so many different roles here at the school. So that's great. And your dad works at?
He works at Pfizer is what they call it now, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yep, I think you're right. So I only bring that up because as we were previewing before we came on the air, so you might tell everybody, what are your future plans when you walk across that stage in May?
I'm not fully sure yet. I'm kind of planning on some kind of college possibly, if not just going into the job force somehow to sustain myself.
Right. And you talked about maybe tagging along with Dad and maybe getting a little bit of cash built up, and then see where life might take you, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to work with my dad at Pfizer because it doesn't seem like a bad job, and it'll be something to do after high school, so I'm not just sitting around.
Good. Well, this year, since we're in September, we're having this discussion. You've got some opportunities to take advantage of what we like to call, and you heard me talk about this the other day, market value assets. And so opportunity maybe to explore some things this year in our senior 101 class and look at some different industries that may be interesting. So just for our listeners real quick, we'll go back to Taj, but just a quick tidbit of information. So on average over, I think it's the last 10 years of research, it will tell you that about 52% of our kids go on to college and 48% go straight to the workforce. So when we talk about being college ready and career ready, we want you to be career ready in your case, because you may end up going to college, which would be great, but you don't have to. You don't have to. It costs a lot to go to college, and if you don't know what you want to do, let's go make some money, right, first. So take advantage of those internships and things through your senior year here. So let's talk about that senior year. Are you ready for May? You can't. It's only September already.
Well, you see, it's an interesting thing being ready for May because getting out of school will be nice, but, I've been here for so many years, and, yeah, it'll be hard for sure, but I feel like I'm definitely prepared in some ways, but I can still use some help in others.
Now, Taj, the real question is your mom prepared for May?
No, not at all.
No, I guarantee your mom's not ready for that. So there's no doubt about it. But that's awesome. That's a part of being a senior mama. So that it just takes time. So, anyways, so Taj, tell me a little bit about the classes that you're in, things that have maybe interest, not just classes, but maybe some things that you're interested in outside of school.
So a lot of the classes I'm in right now is art, and then I have my core classes, of course, which
Yeah.
my favorite one is honestly is economy, just because I love Mr. Norgren's teaching.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do in general is I love to play the guitar, and that's what I mostly do inside school.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
That is like a bucket list for me. My mom bought me guitar lessons like when I was in college, and just didn't have the time to do it. And I feel like to this day I feel terrible that I didn't take advantage. So I'm jealous. I love the guitar.
I've been playing for like 5 years, and I took the class here for 3 actually, or 3 or 2.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you brought up Mr. Norgren and how you love his classroom. Is there anybody else since Mr. Norgren, or maybe elaborate on Mr. Norgren? Are there some teachers here over the years? Because you've gone to school here since you were
I was 4th grade, I think.
4th grade. Okay, so you've been here a while. So you might talk a little bit about some of those teachers that have maybe had a little bit special, a little bit more special relationship with, and just mean a little bit more because of that relationship with that teacher.
So some of the teachers is Dr. Guy. She was my math teacher, of course, and I wasn't very great at math occasionally, and she really helped me through it to, get a good grade and figure out the math actually rather than just getting the assignment done. And then Miss Cooper is just one of the best teachers you can really have here. She's just nice and just makes it a better morning in general.
She does. She just has that way around anyone. She just lights up her room. She always has that infectious smile,
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what life's throwing her way, she's always positive.
You see, in Norgren's class, it's a hard class, but it's fair, as in, if you do your homework and just pay attention, it's easy. And a lot of people just don't do that, which is what you kind of need to do to pass the class. For me, it's an easy A, in my opinion.
Yeah, so you just got to do the work, as I said.
Yeah.
Just do the work. Yeah, perfect. Dr. Guy still getting shout-outs. So we miss Dr. Guy, and she got several over the past couple of podcasts because she has such a positive impact. I know I have a sophomore boy that says the exact same thing. She just slowed things down to where he understood instead of just trying to get the grade. He understood math, so that's awesome.
Yeah, she just kind of took it down to your pace rather than going at a faster pace than you can handle.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So that's cool. Oh, those are cool stories. Not only that, but now as you're walking across stage as a senior here in May, you get to sort of leave your legacy, leave wisdom, words of wisdom, I should say. My tongue is tied. So what maybe words of wisdom do you have for the upcoming 8th graders as they enter their high school?
High school is mostly hard, but the best way to get through it is to do all your homework and then study for tests. Mostly, though, just focus on your homework. Tests are important, but if you do your homework, it'll really help your grade out.
That'll help the grade part. And then get involved in classes you like. So, you gave the shout out to Miss Cooper because you love art, okay? Or the guitar class.
Yeah.
Right? So, good. One of the things that, as you embark upon that next journey, what's something that you're going to take, whether it could go way back to even before your time here, or it could even be outside of the school, some influences. What's something as you walk across that stage in May that you'll look back and go, I'm really proud of this, and I'm really happy I got to do this.
So one of them, I'm not taking the class this year, but welding is something
Yeah.
I've learned, which is a very useful skill to have, and it's just kind of amazing.
Right.
And then art also is just something not necessarily gonna go into my future job, but it's also very useful.
It's also your release a little bit.
Yeah.
To express yourself in a different way.
It's a good hobby. Yeah.
Yeah. Welding is the same way. So there's a lot of people that really, I'm glad you brought that up because that is, you're maybe not going to, build panels for the rest of your life, but it's something that's
It's just a nice skill to have.
Yeah, exactly. So if you heard that in the background, that is the bell. And so this is the junior high bell. So you're not going to hear all the students yet, but with us coming out here in the new space that we have, you get a little bit of the other noises that come in and our entryway here over at the district office. And so you just never know what to expect out here in the podcast. So it's really cool. Todd, as we begin to wrap up our podcast, what anything other final thoughts that you have? What about the emotions of graduation? You ready for that? I know we're a long ways away because last year when we did this, it was in the spring. So as we build up to that, I'm sure. But as you just started this senior year, what are your thoughts on gosh?
It's nice knowing that it's like wrapping up, so I'm not gonna have to do so much homework anymore and stuff after I graduate, unless I go to college, of course.
Right.
But like, it's also like kind of stressful knowing that I'm not gonna come back here like I have every year to return.
Right. And then there's that thing called life and bills and all that other responsibility comes when you walk across the stage.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad, that's the part that your mom and dad might be excited about because it's like, all right, hey, look at this.
Yeah.
Right. No, I'm sure they're going to enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy your senior year too. It's been a pleasure to sit down and visit with you.
Yeah. Thank you.
See, this went great. I love it. We're just going to do surprise podcasts all the time. Just pull somebody out and let's just have a visit. So you did wonderful today.
Yeah, it was definitely surprising, but it worked out fun.
It did. So, hey, thank you for coming and visiting with us, Tosh. Have a great senior year, and be a proud moment when you walk across that stage with that. So, wish you nothing but the best. Hey, that's another episode of the 393 Legacy of Gorilla podcast, and we will be back tomorrow next week. And I'm got to look on my schedule. Bianca's next up for us, and so we'll get a chance to visit with her and all the things that she does here at Solomon. But until next time, everybody have a wonderful week, and we'll see you back here. It's a great day to be a gorilla.